All right, everybody. So we got computer build here, and let's see. Does it look good on camera? Fabulous. All right. So we got the computer here, and the rifter. More rifters here. We'll get rid of these here. I'm building a fleet. So this whole computer, I want to talk a little bit about the CPU, the Core Ultra 9 285K. And I know that there's a lot of heat out there about them, people saying that, well, they're less performance than the highest end i9, and that that there's some other issues with it, and I understand this, and I've committed. I'm going down this path. And so, anyway, with that said, this has come in, this motherboard, and so this motherboard, I got it on Amazon, gee whiz, 600 and something in the end. So we'll end up unboxing this once we're ready to put it in, and yeah, and that was with tax. So tax hit me pretty good on that. I got 9 of Noctua fans. These are the 140 millimeter. They're a little bit bigger than most of the fans that you see in your in most computers. This case right here, has multiple locations for this, and so anyway, I got a whole box of them here, and I'll be not using all of them. We're going to figure out what is the optimal airflow, and the optimal number in here, I suspect, is going to be 6, but there's actually like, I don't know, 12 spots for the fans. And so we can put like 3 up top, we can put 2 at the bottom, we can put 3 down the side, we can put 3 in the front, we can put 1 in the back. And so this is the Corsair 6500 case. So I don't think I'm going to use them all, but these fans, by the way, are amazing. And the average life cycle on them is so much more than other fans. But at the same time, what did I spend? I think this box was $300. No, it was more than that. 9 fans. Shit, I don't even remember. I think that they were like $30 each, which is really expensive for case fans. And then there's this, which is also Noctua. And this is their latest flagship. It says that, okay, so here's the deal, and this is going to be a little bit sticky, maybe. They say, okay, so this says it's LGA 1700, and the motherboard here, this new one, is LGA 1851, I think. I'm pulling that off the top of my head. Anyway, what they say is that this is compatible with this, and if it is, great. There is a little bit of a difference in like the i9s and the previous generation and the Core Ultras, and that's that the hot point is moved a little bit, but it still should be okay. I'm not overclocking, even though this motherboard right here has AI shit built into it to where the AI will automatically overclock everything for me. I'm not going to be doing that because I really want stability over speed. And with that said, this will do 6400 memory is what it says on the speed that it'll do at its top end. Now, there are other motherboards out there that are saying they'll do 10,000. And the 10,000 stuff is well, one, it's crazy expensive. And two, all of the motherboards that I reviewed said that anything above 6400 is considered overclocking, and that they're supporting overclocking. There's been some videos come out to show that so that some of these faster memory speeds actually do enhance the performance. Well, here's the way I look at it. Right now, since everything is new on this is a whole new platform and everything, I am going to do everything at the top end of the specs without going up into the overclocking range. And including 128 gigs of RAM at the fastest speed that is natively supported without overclocking. So I got Corsair Vengeance DDR5, 6400 megahertz, and this stuff should do quite well. You know, we're going to find out. So I keep thinking about, should I pull while I'm waiting for the CPU? Because the CPU is on back order. I keep thinking, should I pull this out of the box and put it into my current system? It's such a better video card. Anyway, a 4070 Ti Super, Gigabyte brand, Gigabyte board, motherboard, Gigabyte. I tend to go all with one manufacturer if I can. Gigabyte doesn't really specialize in memory, so I didn't go with Gigabyte memory. They do have some memory options, but I didn't do with that. And the there's a couple of other items as well. But anyway, this is the Aero edition, which is it's overclocked. And the reason to go with the 4070 Ti Super, which normally Ti and Super are two different items, and they don't go together on the same card. Well, on this one they are, and it has 16 gigs of RAM, gigs of memory instead of 8. I don't know exactly how much memory Eve really takes, but my goal is that I'm going to be running 8 clients simultaneously at the same time on the same machine, where I'm going to have 2 screens that run 4K, and they'll have 4 1080p clients on them each. And they're on the big, well, this screen right here is one of them, and then we got this. It's heavy too. Big LG 48-inch monitor, not just a TV that's fast response. This is actually a monitor. So got that, and then so we got Corsair case, we've got Corsair memory, Corsair power supply. This power supply is modular. I'll only need to plug in what I intend to use. And there are power supplies out there that are up to 1600 watts. This is 1500. It'll be enough to run 2 of these or 1 of these and a new 50 series card. So anyway, it's a lot of power requirement. These, they recommend, I think that the recommendation is 600 watts per card. And so that's 1200 watts. And then I only got like 300 watts left over for everything else. It's not going to draw that much. But I am a little bit concerned that if I really get this thing up and running, that whether or not the amps on the circuit are going to be enough, I don't know. This sucker is heavy. So we'll be getting into that as well. Oh man. And then there was another thing here that about this motherboard. So I wanted to get, Gigabyte makes one that is dual 10 gigabit on the motherboard, but it seemed that they didn't have any availability of it. And so there are only about 3 motherboards on the market right now that support 10 gigabit LAN. And my Stream Machine supports 10 gigabit, and I wanted this to support 10 gigabit because I'm going to be doing my video over NDI. And NDI is network, and this is how they shipped this. I don't know. This is a network switch. It's a TP-Link network switch. It just seems really kind of hokey because this is a $300 switch and they shipped it in a bag. And I don't know. I hope it's good, but this is 10 gigabit on all the ports. And so it's only 5 ports, 10 gigabit. And I'm going to heat them wires up. Yeah. So and I did buy some special network cables as well. All right. So that's it for this video. But in this whole series, we're going to go through each one of the items. Probably the next thing we're going to do is the motherboard, and we're going to get it into the case. So we're going to start this build.